Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with Lorenzo in a 1,000 point battle. We are using the table of 4x4 because it's a very small amount of points, so we decided it's better for these points. And then is Dogs of War from my side versus I forgot the name now. Wood Elves. So from the Dogs of War we have two cannons here and here, and then I have the marksman of Miragliano with a fire wizard there, and 10 knights and a unit of 20 Pikemen with the one that have the money, so the payer. And then from the Wood Elf side we have some Dryads there, 3 men, Glade Guard, and here we have Scouts and another unit of 10 Scouts. The arrows they have is poison attacks in these arrows. These are the ones that they have no penalties for distance and cover, and then these are the ones that have the -3 to the armor saves. So we are going to start turn 1, and Wood Elf have the first turn, they win the initiative, so Wood Elf will start the movement. This is end of the turn 1 for the Wood Elves. So the lines of the Wood Elf move ahead, and then on the magic he tried to spell the 6 from life, but he missed at maximum power. And then the shooting, this Scouts here shoot to this cannon and did 1 wound. These ones here shoot to this cannon and did nothing. And then the Glade Guard shoot to the marksman and kill two of them. So that's all for turn 1 on Wood Elf, and now we go to turn 1 for Dogs of War. This end of turn 1 for the Dogs of War. Very poor turn for my side. I move these units as you can see here. Okay, just ignoring the Scouts. Then in the magic phase, I tried to use a big ball of fire against the Dryads and was dispelled. And then I tried to use the cage of I don't know how it's called, the flame cage on the Dryads, and I failed the casting. So in the shooting, the cannon hits the 3 men, but I throw a 1 to wound, so it didn't cause any wound. I missed. This cannon have a misfire. Unfortunately, nothing dramatic, just a 6 on the misfire, so it cannot shoot this turn. And in the shooting, I just missed when I tried to wound the Glade Guard, so I shoot to the Glade Guard with my marksmen. Almost all of them hit, but then I throw a lot of 1s and 2s and only 1 wound. So at the end of the turn, I just killed 1 Glade Guard. We are now at the end of turn 2 for the Wood Elves. So I will start with the first one. Here the Scouts try to assault the cannon, but they fail on the charge. And here the Dryads and the Scouts charge to the Pikemen, and the 3 men just move where you see there, try to face the combat. So in the magic, they kill here 4 of the crossbows with the spell number 6 on the life.
12 from below.
Yeah. And then they fail the panic test and they are running, so I will have to check if I regroup at the beginning of my turn. And in the shooting, they shoot here to the cannon and they make 1 wound. On the close combat, they attacks kill 4 of my pikemen, and in return I killed 1 Dryad. So I lost the combat, but I was still stand fast because I have 1 rank more than the Dryads. So I just stick in combat. So now we go into turn 2 for the Dogs of War. Situation at the end of turn 2 for the Dogs of War. So my unit of marksmen with the witch regroup, but in the magic I did nothing. I tried to make a big ball of fire against the treeman, I did nothing. But then this cannon from here shoot the treeman and kill in one shot. So he did the 5 wounds that need to kill the treeman with that cannon. The other cannon tried to shoot to the Glade Guard without success. And then in the close combat, these knights charge the flank of the Dryads. And then in the close combat, by combat resolution, I win by, I think was by 12, something like that, because I kill 8 Dryads and some Scouts. I was very lucky on my save, and he was quite unlucky on the attacks, and he didn't manage to kill any of my pikemen. So at the end they ran, my cavalry overran the Dryads with the wizard, and here I decided to pursue the Scouts, and I didn't catch them, so he's falling back, and now it's time, we go into turn 3. So a very good turn 2 for the Dogs of War, where I managed to kill the Dryads and the 3 men. That was the core of the close combat from the Wood Elves. End of turn 3 for the Wood Elves. The Scouts regroup here and now facing the pikemen. The Glade Guard shoot to the back of the pikemen and kill 2 of them. And then here these Scouts charge the cannon and kill the cannon, and that's all for this turn. Now we go into turn 3 for the Dogs of War. The end of turn 3 for Dogs of War. As expected, I charge here. He killed me 2 pikemen. I kill 2 Scouts. And then he passed the leadership test with -3 because I have rank and 2 standards. Here I positioned the knights to be able to charge in next turn. I think I could correctly in the way that he cannot escape from my front line. And here the wizard used the fireball on 2d6 hits, and I kill the Scouts. I did a, how it's called this one? I did a miscast. And then in return, I received 1 wound on the wizard, and I kill 1 of the crossbows. So that's all for turn 3, and we go to turn 4 for the Wood Elves. Turn 4 for the Wood Elf. Now the battle is going very fast. Here I was a completely miss from the pikemen, and the Wood Elf killed 2 of them. In return, I did not damage. They still lose by 1 because I have a standard and the payman, so and 1 rank. But they passed the leadership. And these guys try to charge the back of the pikemen. They need a 10, and they miss, and now they are in that position there. And we go to turn 4 for the Dogs of War. So end of turn 4 for the Dogs of War. Here we don't kill any each other. I win by 3 because of the 2 standards and the rank, and they just run out of the battlefield. So I decide not to pursue, and I reform, as you can see here. There I kill 5 guys in the charge, and they didn't do any damage on my unit, and they are just running. And now we go into turn 5 for the Wood Elf. And yeah, this is the end of turn 5 for Dogs of War. He regroup with the Glade Guard, and then he stand and shoot, and he did not damage on my knights, and then I just charge and I kill them all in the charge. So this was the end of the Wood Elves. So at the end of the battle, he killed 1 cannon here, and I killed all the army in return, so 1000 points. We were discussing that maybe best options for Wood Elf on the first turn was to use the scouts to charge the cannons, and in that way eliminate the main threat for the three men. And if he eliminates the cannon, then he had the control on also on the shooting, and then the three man is quite a strong thing for me to kill in close combat. So this is a little bit 1,000 points. It's still a small engagement, but I think it was fun enough to play. It's been a very good battle. Thanks a lot, Lorenzo, for the game.
Thank you as well.
And see you again later in the channel. Bye.
Bye.